Hello and welcome to episode 66 of series 2 of Become a Legend Story Mode. And today, Gabby has his best chance so far in this series of actually winning something. Oh please, let's let this happen. Really would like him to win at least one thing, and a Copa America would be fine. Would be totally happy about that. No problem with that at all. Before we keep moving though, we are going to just remind ourselves. We've got 3 offers on the table at the moment: PSG, Juventus and Atletico Madrid. I think those are pretty much the 3 big teams that we want. But just so we've covered all the bases, we're going to go back to Real Madrid and just check they're not interested. A lot of you have said maybe that wouldn't be the right place to go. It might be a bit frustrating. But how can you turn down the opportunity to be a Galactico if it makes itself available? I don't think we're going to be playing any more games for Man City. There's only going to be 1 game in this episode today. And then we're going to have a final look at the list of offers. And then the vote is going to go out to those of you donating to this channel on Patreon. And we're going to decide where Gabby plays next season in the league. But for now, we have international football to worry about. Let's go and take a look at the sides for this massive Copa America final. So here we are. Here's the lineup. And oh, no Neymar for the final. Is it another injury taking him out of a big tournament final? He's on a downward arrow. It's going to be Coutinho on the left. Gabby playing on the right in the final. It was okay against Mexico. He did score a great goal. We're going up against James Rodriguez-led Colombia side. He's playing out on the right. It is a good side. It's definitely a good team. Got a pretty solid centre-back partnership. We're playing David Luiz today. Is that a mistake in such a big game? I would have rather have had Marquinhos in there, but he's playing at right back today. Interesting. He seems to slot in there fairly well. Shame not to see Casemiro in there or Rafinha. And obviously Neymar on the bench. It's not ideal. Gabby on sideways form. We would have liked to have seen good form. But not to be. Let's get into it. Come on, Brazil. So here we are. The biggest game in South American international football. And it's Colombia, Brazil. Interestingly, Brazil, I would have thought maybe they were the top of the all-time Copa America rankings. But actually they're in 3rd place. They've won 8. They're looking to win their 9th here. Colombia have only won 1 in their history. So they'll have extra reason, I'm sure, to want to just make their way slightly up the league table of Copa America wins. But yeah, wow. Gabby today has the chance to put himself into the Brazil history books. Obviously, he's already won Olympic gold with this side. Can he get an important goal in what would be a massive win? We would love him, love for him to get a winner's medal. And who knows what's going to happen next season. We're going to be at almost certainly one of the elite clubs. Don't know what league that's going to be in yet. It could be in Serie A, could be in La Liga. Good chance with one of those teams we're going to have, you know, we're going to have the ability to win something. But for now, an international medal would be huge. Here we can hear the Brazil national anthem. And Ederson in goal today, Manchester City teammate. Not for very long. It's Oscar leading this side today. Plenty of Brazil fans in attendance. Can we pull something out of the bag? Comes James Rodriguez, definitely the danger man. This is lovely passing here from Colombia. Straight away they're going to have a chance to put a ball into the box. It's a decent one. Barrios gets up. That's calm defending in the end. Gabby, lovely little header into Jesus. Loads of space for Felipe Coutinho here. Already this game very open. Coutinho. What's he got here? Takes his sweet time over it and loses the ball. Oh, still Coutinho though. Flights one in. Jesus! Yes! And we're off the mark. Coutinho mesmerising the Colombian defence by running in circles and not quite doing anything right. But then he was allowed maybe a little bit too much space to grab the ball back. Thought the defender could have pressured him for that a little bit more. Flighted a ball in. And it's Gabby Jesus, another one of our Manchester City teammates for now, who puts it away. Great start here. Gabby wanted the ball early. Coutinho wanted to do some tricks. You feel like the Colombia defender there will be disappointed he didn't get to that. At least prevent a cross coming in. And then it was an unmarked header as Jesus snuck ahead of Tottenham's Sanchez. And it's pretty much unmarked in the end. Lovely work. And David Ospina unable to get down quick enough. Come on then. Coutinho. Inside to Gabby. The ball on to Gabby Jesus. Finds him a little wider than we would have liked. Gabby now into the box. Out of his feet. Oh, looks to side foot it. I think that might have been going in. Ospina with a good touch. They're giving us a lot of space on the break here, Colombia. Good passing here from Colombia. Looking to play their way back into this one. It's been a bit end-to-end so far, but now Colombia with a spell of possession. Martinez, back heel, into Rodriguez. Great save by Ederson. First chance there for James Rodriguez. And it took a very, very good save. But for Colombia now. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Martinez. And again, Edison. The doubles. It's not really a double save if there's that much of time in between it. But wow. Two vital interventions here from the Manchester City keeper. The first save from James Rodriguez was excellent. And that was a great ball in from Rodriguez. And once again, Edison with a big, big save. It's going to be Teixeira over this one. Gabby's made a good run. We'll get up for the header. Oh, yes! Gabby goal grabs the second. And this is turning into quite a game for the Manchester City strike duo. And Gabby scored a lot of headers in the last season in the Premier League. And he's popped up with a vital one here. Timed his run perfectly. From back stick to front stick. Rose well, but what a header that is to generate the power necessary. That takes some neck muscles. Look at this. Leapt like a salmon. The Brazilian Tim Cahill, as they call him. And he celebrates there with the corner taker Teixeira. And Brazil off to an incredible start here. Gabby into Jesus. Back now to Fabinho. That's not a good ball. Oh, and now Colombia will have an opportunity here with James Rodriguez. Gets the shot off. Edison really had to reach for that and pour it away. We know how deadly he is from that sort of range, James Rodriguez. It was a poor ball from Fabinho to give it him back. And straight away they were down the other end. It's a great counter-attack. Edison with his third world-class save of the game. Gabby now. Oh, lovely work. Has Coutinho stayed onside? He has. Felipe Coutinho. You could pass it or you could shoot. And Gabby gets in the way and it's offside. Fuck's sake. If you just passed it, it would have been alright. I don't think that was going to go in. Ball over the top was well dealt with, but not very well cleared. And now we're looking a bit shaky here. Again, Rodriguez. They must be wondering what it's going to take to beat Edison today. And that was a very, very well hit shot. Got everything behind that one. Kept it down as well. Poor play from the Brazil defenders, but this goalkeeper today is having the game of his life. Coutinho, lovely ball into Gabby, into the... Oh, he's never offside. Rare. That's poor. That is actually on... That is literally onside. I timed that run perfectly. The ball was perfect. We're about to unleash the cannon. A third goal now in this first half would surely seal it. And that was some poor linesmaning. David Luiz ran out very quickly there, but didn't get anywhere near it. And now Colombia, lovely ball into Castellanos. 1-on-1 with Edison. He couldn't keep that one out. And Colombia strike back. And this first 36 minutes has been quite incredible. But you've got to look at David Luiz there. Very poor defending. Came all the way out. Didn't deal with it. And I was unable to get back in time. It's a great ball into Castellanos. And 1-on-1 here. He got to it ahead of Marquinhos. Edison's kept everything out so far. In reality, Colombia probably should be a couple ahead, considering all the chances they've had, but they've kept pushing, and eventually one of them was going to go in. Not ideal. Oh, we've won it back here. Now Coutinho. Back heel into Gabby. Another back heel into Jesus. Oh, lovely flowing football there. Delightful stuff. Couldn't quite finish it off. This time David Luiz does win a header. Gabby skips away. To poke it into the path of Jesus. Yes! And it's 3 here. 3-1. And it's the Gabby axis again linking up. And that is the sort of link-up play that we've wanted to see at Manchester City for so long. Gabby, really, really great play. Received the ball here. This first touch. Third touch. The turn away from his man was beautiful. And then to pick out the run of Jesus amongst a sea of yellow and blue bodies. Took some real vision. We could have gone for Teixeira, but he poked it just at the right second into Gabby Jesus, whose finishing was on point, and we retain our 2-goal lead. Can we bring that into the half-time break with us? 5 minutes left, but in this game anything could happen. Still time for Colombia, and they've given him way too much space. Arias into Martinez. Shot comes in, and Edison again playing out of his skin, and he's needed to. Some miscommunication again. I don't know what Marcelo's doing there. You need to close him down. You're more experienced and better than that. I don't know if he was waiting for Coutinho to help out. That's not the right plan. And once again, Edison, the only thing between us and Colombia scoring a hatful. Still 4 minutes left till the end of this first half. And then an opportunity to put the ball in, and Gabby's there helping out. Let's just take the sting out of this, lads. Come on. We need to get in and regroup. I know we're 2 goals up. Every time Colombia get the ball, we look like giving a goal away. Martinez now. Rodriguez, lovely ball out to Castellanos. He'll cut back in. Out to Fabra with loads of space. Should Gabby be there defending? I don't know. Oh, well, that is good defending from Teixeira. And it's going to be half-time here in this Copa America final. And, well, it has been a classic. There's no doubt about that. Colombia could have had 3 or 4. But it's Brazil who go in with a 2-goal advantage, which they managed to regain after a great goal from Gabby Jesus, his second of the game. But as you can see, 7 shots on target. Basically 6 incredible world-class saves from Ederson that are keeping us in it. It's a really, really great game. This is one of the best games of PES I've ever been a part of. If we can actually come out on the end of this one with a win, I'm going to be amazed. But at this point, that is far from certain. Let's go. Come on. Comes Arias. Colombia always looking dangerous, bringing it forward. Now Barrios, that's a lovely ball. Looking for Castellanos. Ederson does enough. David Luiz, just get it away. Jesus. Jesus, even. Gabby battles but can't win it back. Now Falcao through on goal. Ederson off his line. Uh-oh, space here for Castellanos. David Luiz out with him. Cuts back. Fabra now. Castellanos again. He's got Falcao. Rodriguez in the box. That's a decent ball. Falcao's little touch. Straight into Ederson. And he can distribute very quickly into Gabby. Lovely first touch back to Coutinho. And the ball over the top into Jesus is a great one. That first touch isn't bad either, but Ospina quick off his line. Ho, ho, ho. It is end-to-end stuff here. Another corner here. Gabby scored from our last one. Can he replicate the good run he did for the first goal? It's not a bad one. He leaps for it. Yes! And Brazil's number 10 surely seals what will be their 9th Copa America title. And again, leaping like a freshwater salmon. Do you get salmon in Brazil? If not, then I think that's maybe a sideline for Gabby when he retires. Tin salmon. Gabby's tin salmon. He's certainly building the brand anyway. And that one, well, potentially Ospina should have saved it. But 2 great-headed goals in a final, plus an assist. We have a Brazil legend on our hands, boys. Good hold-up play there by Gabby. Marquinhos now. Into Gabby Jesus. Back to Gabby. Cuts back. Looks to chip the keeper. Oh, it's off the post! And Jesus can't convert. Off the rebound. What a goal that would have been. That would have been some way to seal it. Barrios now. Into Rodriguez. Now Arias, can they find something here? They're going to need a goal soon to get back into this one. Fabinho, good work in the centre. Luis Muriel wins it back. Now Castellanos, good effort from him. Another great save from Ederson. And then James Rodriguez puts it into the side netting. God, this game has taken a lot out of me. Cuadrado now, the substitute. What can he do? Strange that he didn't start today. Into Muriel. Tello will have a go. Oh, could fall here. Ederson gets to it. The rub of the green just certainly has not gone Colombia's way. And in many ways, I think that's going to be what won us this one. Because I don't know if you can call some of Ederson's saves lucky. But you can certainly say that things have fallen to us. That haven't fallen to the other side. Coutinho flights it in, looking for Gabby, the overhead kick. He wants a hat-trick in the final. And what a way that would have been to score it. He could have scored a couple of worldies today. We'll take the 2 headers, though. Only 6 minutes left here. And the fans are already celebrating. Some of the players, you can see the smiles on their faces. Shouldn't be a problem holding out for this one. And what an occasion it's going to be. Ball out to Cuadrado here. Could there be a consolation? It shouldn't be much more than a consolation. But what a consolation that is. 88th minute. Another goal now would make the bums of this Brazilian side a little squeakier than necessary. But surely not. And it's a great ball into Cuadrado as well. He will have been a little aggrieved not to have started this game. And he's shown here the quality he's got. He's got the legs away from Marcelo. And then that is some finish off the post. Beating Ederson. We haven't seen much of that today. And certainly they've tried. But now with just about 2 minutes left, we just need to see this one out. Sanchez playing as a auxiliary centre forward in these final minutes. Does find a ball on. Barrios now, if Colombia could find something here, it would make this very interesting. Sanchez can maybe keep it alive. And we do get it away. And we've got a 2-on-3 opportunity here. Gabby, lovely curving run there. He'll get to this ahead of Murillo. Cuts inside of him. And then back outside. Gabby for the hat-trick in the final! Yes! And there it is. Famous, famous win. And Gabby sealing it with an exceptional finish. A lovely counter-attack goal. Colombia have put everything into this game. You've got to feel sorry for them. They did just about everything they could. They got more shots in than us. Took an incredible performance on one end by Edison. And 3 big goals on the other from our man, Gabby Goal. And that one was quite delightful. A very tired centre-back. We cut him one way. Turned him once. And then turned him again. Might have been a hint of a nutmeg in that one. And a great finish. Right at the death. And that is the nail in the coffin here. Let's enjoy that again from this lovely angle. Gabby's first touch is a good one. Murillo out of breath. Out of ideas. Gabby turns him inside out. And then finishes past Ospina for the 3rd time today. In a final, it doesn't get any better than this. And Neymar will get a couple of minutes at the end. That's a bit harsh. I guess maybe he was injured. And now he's going to get a run out for the fans. He was obviously a key part of this Copa America run. Throughout all the group stages and into the knockouts. And he's on for the last few seconds as Brazil celebrate. Gabby gets, I'm sure, man of the match. An assist and 3 goals. Fabinho celebrates. He was poor. Luckily, it didn't make any difference. But it's another historic day here for Brazil. Another tournament win. And they celebrate on the pitch, as you would expect. The Brazil fans go crazy. Neymar bought on just for the festivities. I quite like that little touch there from Betancourt, the manager. And Colombia, I mean, they will be gutted. You've got to really feel for them. They did absolutely everything today that you could possibly do. But Gabby gets his first bit of silverware in this series. And hopefully now that opens the floodgates for next season. Got to keep winning things. And you've got to look at that game. I mean, that is one of the best games of PES I've ever been a part of. At one point, about half an hour in, I couldn't believe that it still wasn't half-time. They'd had so many chances. They had more chances than us. The possession was very similar. But yeah, in the end, it was Gabby's clinical finishing that won out for Brazil. And a man-of-the-match performance in a big international final. It's definitely something to add into Gabby's scrapbook. Lovely work. So, incredible scenes. And there we are. We beat Paraguay in the first of the knockout rounds. And then the game against Mexico will go down as a classic. And I guess the game in the final will go down as a classic. It was really, really tight. The 5-2 win definitely doesn't portray what this game was like. Colombia more than matched us, if anything. Very, very unlucky not to get anything out of it. Not to even take it to penalties or extra time. And Gabby, well, he's added a few more to his career Brazil goals. Still only up to 6.1, but it's all the friendlies we simmed that did that. And, yeah, I mean, he's now got to be seen as the top striker in world football. He stepped up where Neymar couldn't through injury. And, yeah, lovely. Oh, so Copa America MVP and scorer and assist leader. We did everything in this tournament. We were an absolute colossus for this Brazil side. And Gabby Goal now will have his pick of where he wants to play next season. So we're going to progress time now until we hear back from Real Madrid. And then I think we're going to call it a day. As I said, the vote is going to go out to the patrons. They're the people who are very, very kindly donate either $1 or more each month to decide on the future of this channel. They get to vote. Not only do they support me, but you know, they get to vote on what happens. They vote on which teams we'll play with, which players we sign in Master League, and now they'll have the choice of voting as whether or not we go to a Real Madrid. As unsurprisingly, after that performance in the Copa America, Real Madrid have come back in and said, yes, okay, actually we are interested. So let's go and take a look at the lineup. In terms of contract length, well, 3 years at Juventus or Real Madrid, or a year each at PSG and Atletico Madrid. All of those would be good. Manager-wise, obviously we'd love to play for Allegri under Zidane, who's still there at this point. The money's pretty much the same. Real Madrid offering a tiny bit more. Let's just remind ourselves of their game plans. So Juventus, I mean, obviously with the form that we're in, we back ourselves to make our way into any front three. There's a risk, I guess, that we could be played out on the right or left. Proved actually in the last game that wouldn't be too much of a problem. They are quite rigid with their formation positioning in this. They don't like to swap positions as much as we did in the Brazil side, which worked quite well. That could be an issue. Yeah, I mean, We'd have to beat Higuain to his place. Obviously, we know he's going to be definitely declining. And then we're playing in front of a midfield of some very, very old players. Fabregas is in there now. We've got Pjanic as well, who you'd expect to start. It's an exciting team. They absolutely strolled their way to the Scudetto in the last season, but they've got a lot of old players. Chiellini's still in there. Lichtsteiner, now of Arsenal, still in there. We'd love to play with Dybala. We'd love to play with Douglas Costa. I'm not 100% sure. It'd be a good opportunity to win some silverware, absolutely. And we want to win some club honours as well. We may only have a season or two left to do that. PSG, well, they absolutely destroyed the French League last season. And they've got quite an incredible front three. And they've still got a bit of youth in there as well, which is encouraging. Verratti's 28. They've got Lo Celso playing there at 24. They've still got Draxler, Lamar they've signed. Lucas Moura's still there. Hatem Ben Arfa's still there. We would be joining up with Neymar as well, which, to be fair, is very exciting. The back line has still got some legs in it. A lot of our Brazil teammates still in this side. Thiago Silva, Marquinhos is in there. It's a very tempting option. Again, it's going to go down to the choice of the patrons. But I have to say, that one, I mean, that's guaranteed silverware as well. It's tempting. The only thing that's putting me off that is we're already playing in the French leagues in Master League. But for how long, I don't know. But anyway, third option, Atletico Madrid, the current La Liga champions. We would love to play alongside Griezmann up front. That does appeal, definitely, to play in a front two. We would definitely not be farmed out on the wing. Although we proved maybe for Brazil that wouldn't be too bad. They've signed Xhaka. They've got Gabi in the centre. Koke, obviously, incredible, 89 rated central midfielder. They're lacking a bit in right and left midfield talent. Got a lot of strikers. They maybe need to make some signings. I don't know how they managed to win the league in the end. And then Real Madrid, a team that is definitely suffering from an age issue. A lot of old players in here. We could certainly stroll in and take Benzema's place. Ronaldo's still at 90. I don't know where he plays, if he plays. In this formation, I guess they must play him as a left midfielder. Maybe, or right midfielder. Gareth Bale's still there. You've got 24-year-old Dani Ceballos, who's progressing nicely. I mean, they do have some youth options. That's a pretty good midfield trio there if they ever wanted to replace Cruz and Casemiro. Obviously a great side. It'd be great to play with players like Luka Modric and Gareth Bale. Imagine if it was Bale, Ronaldo, Modric there with us in front. I mean, that is exciting. We'll link up with Marcelo as well. They all look good. They all look exciting. I don't know which one I would choose. If I had to choose right now, I think it might have to be Real Madrid. Just purely because Gabi could be a Galactico. I don't know, for many people that might not be as exciting as it is for me. So having seen all the great iterations of Real Madrid sides over the years where they've just replaced talent with talent. Some of my favourite players playing there. David Beckham, obviously. Jonathan Wood. No, okay. But it'd be very tempting. So that vote, anyway, is going to go out to the patrons. Join me in the next episode to find out where he goes and to play his first games with his new side. Very exciting. The now Copa America best player, MVP, assist and goal leader. What's going to happen next in his career? Join me next time to find out. I'll see you in a bit.